Alright! Welcome everybody!
Hello.
So, I am collaborating once again with Zeus over here.
Hello.
It's your boy Beastly. And also co-hosting is
That's your cue.
Zeus's girlfriend.
I just wanted to keep a long pause in there. Just like...
Zeus's girlfriend Faith, who will be voicing at least 2 people today.
I'm not gonna remember that.
That's right.
Alright, testing. I think we're back to being live. I'm not 100%.
See it now.
Yes, I am seeing gameplay.
That
Looks
was
like we're
really
good.
interesting. It went straight from what you were saying earlier to just right to where we're at. Like no
That's funny.
no problems whatsoever.
Okay, so I believe I last played
You're on the
on Friday. Yep.
Yep. Hey, you should say something. At your normal.
Sayori, that's me.
Din, din.
Hey, look at that. I don't even need to... That's all the
Barely.
Sayori suddenly comes up to me.
I think it's because this is loud. Cool.
I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. Wanna come with me?
Lies? What for?
Well, you know how the festival's coming up. Me and Monica, we're gonna make some posters and stuff. That's bad grammar. So I need to go find some crayons
I
and
think we
markers
got
and
it.
glue sticks.
I see. Sure, I'll go with you.
Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon.
Are you going with Den to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him.
Aw, but I wanted to go. So much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff.
Oh, okay. That was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay?
Okay. Ready then?
Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, feels like I'm talking to a kid at the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Sayori. What exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature.
Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry.
Is that so?
Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance.
Performance? Of what kind?
The best. Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems.
That sounds kind of dull.
That's it. You're not thinking about this the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like you say the lines of the poems, like, "Leave my feet. The last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, free it from its clinging roots, pressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland." Like that.
Sayori. How do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that.
That's me.
You meanie. Working super hard on this, you know.
Yeah, you are.
I know. I just meant that it's pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self.
Don't say that, it's so embarrassing. I guess that means I'm doing a good job.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun.
Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again.
We didn't. This classroom over here is empty. Wink. Let's begin the mission.
The mission, huh?
Is that what we're calling it these days?
It's been a long time since I spent time with Sayori like this.
Oh.
But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hole myself up in my room more and more and more. So going on an adventure with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet, and I follow.
See what we have in here. Crayons!
Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf.
I'm supposed to be.
They're
Yes.
the best brand, too. Hour and a half.
Which would be?
Hour and a half.
8 o'clock.
They're kind of dirty, though.
Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names.
Alright, that's one down.
That's one down.
Oh, no, yep.
Don't get distracted. We still need to find...
Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color.
Fine.
Distracted.
Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper.
Ah, I dropped one by accident. Ah! I already did it.
Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf.
Sounds alright.
She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap.
Ow, 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 ow.
You okay?
Bad.
Sayori clutches her forehead. Jeez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hand, Sayori.
It hurts.
Just do it for a second. Oh my lord. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side.
Ow.
Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do?
You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn.
Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter, since it'll be used as an ice pack rather than a drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop the crayons back into the box.
They were already in the wrong spot before I spilled.
Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice.
Oh,
Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? For your forehead, idiot!
ah! Sorry, I forgot.
hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head.
It stings.
Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good.
Kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it?
Huh? What do you mean?
You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You're kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the... Sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. I'd start crying really hard. Would rush over as quick as you could. Would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It's almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. So it really wasn't your fault at all, you know?
Did I really do that?
Yeah. Don't remember?
Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit.
Oh, goodness, I'm supporting you.
Oh.
I was buying a dress.
1 second.
Sorry.
Hi.
Hi. Hi. Sorry. I'm on phone. Oh, that's okay. That should be 10. Awesome. Thank you. Bye. Sorry.
That's all good. She's like, what was it?
Right.
Who's that weird mouse in the corner?
Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it kind of was my fault. Kind of like this time, too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head.
Benton. I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart.
Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess what happens when you've been friends for so long.
Maybe you're right. Benton, I'm so glad that nothing's... You think it'll be like this forever?
Forever? I'm honest to myself. There's no telling where we'll each end up for college, or after that. So it wouldn't be fair of me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up.
I'm so happy.
Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me want to not disturb her.
Guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know?
Yeah, good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way.
Not if I hide it under my bangs.
Oh, Sayori hops to her feet.
Ah!
She clutches her forehead again.
Oh.
Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself.
Aw.
Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try and hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ah, you're back! Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Huh, Sayori? Forehead. She's fine, don't worry about it.
I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf.
Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed?
Uh-huh, I have it right.
Sayori frantically glances around herself.
I forgot all the stuff!
Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper, too. Ah! Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Den.
Yeah, dude.
Ah, well, Sayori... I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori.
I made it an adventure!
Yeah, that. Ah, okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight.
Me too!
Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Who should I show my poem first? Hi again, Denton. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Yeah, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright! It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy. It's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? Ah, no, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here is all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, yeah, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaky, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. That load me?
Yeah.
It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Yeah. I guess it's the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of a thing I've never really seen before, I guess. Kinda like playing with the space on my paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I write the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of feeling, or a conversation with a reader. But putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Super meta.
Right. Super duper meta.
Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Hey, tutorial.
feel like the tutorial's gonna try and like chop me up into bits and make me stew.
You guess we'll find out.
Denton's time to shine. Oh, I chose the wrong one.
Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. I can't really say it's any better either.
Dude.
Okay, well, hold on. Phew, what?
Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take that as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey, what makes you... Haha! Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing, maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point.
Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday.
Huh? You think so?
Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type.
Sayori has a type all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight.
That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away, like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem.
Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg real bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried to not let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's weird. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone.
Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated, much simpler analogies. It helps people realize how stupid. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem isn't.
Do you know? Do you know people like that?
Of course. About how everyone thinks that it doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But it just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone? It makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for life.
Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too.
What I do best after all.
Relating to other people.
I don't like writing unless there's conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it.
Yuri.
Yuri. See what you've written for today. Well done, Denton. Your skills are always improving.
Really?
Amount of patronage.
Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot.
Huh? It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. You know, you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid. Be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. Write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your readers to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise.
I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing.
I have, well, an example of that. I'd like to read it.
Of course. Is this a poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands her her poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by a scuttering
Yeah.
of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. Oops. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife, the very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following to me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, that raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread. Feed myself again. Definitely some symbolism there.
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery, conveying emotions.
Yeah, if I take that at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can do in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, but I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest?
You did?
Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into, as long as you're not hurting anybody.
He's right. I mean, does she really feel that way?
Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common.
That's interesting. To me, you seem like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that.
Don't worry. I have no reason to.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting, but I'm I'm glad that you're a good listener.
Quentin, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me.
Huh? I'm not hiding anything.
Like, poems are so good. Yesterday and this one too. You can't tell me you've done that. You haven't done this before.
I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so...
Eh? No way. Not even Natsuki.
Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that.
What do you mean?
Well, I guess I'll just be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you.
Huh?
Stop thinking weird
How's
things,
there?
idiot. I just meant that you're really an expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things.
Like cooking.
Let's not talk about that. So, yeah. I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time.
I don't know if I understand.
You never understand when I try to explain things to you. Do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head.
Hey. I'm a kid, you know.
Are you sure about that?
Maybe.
Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands.
Aiden, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it.
Huh? Why?
Because, it's the first time you've written something.
Ugh! Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home.
Really?
Snap!
Ah! I broke my pencil.
Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me.
I'm sorry.
It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking.
I'm a little clumsy today.
Let's sit down, Sayori.
Yeah.
I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem.
Oh! Sorry, I forgot about that. That's not as good as yours.
Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging. Scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time's elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from my shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 inside my head.
You might need an intervention.
Dude needs help. Holy crap. There, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but... I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. Even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Writing's the best. Sorry. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Yeah, don't get so ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit in front of the room.
It's about the festival.
Well, sort of.
Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? Not like being put together anything. You'll just end up embarrassing yourselves instead of getting any.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Hey, that's great and all. That doesn't tell us where we're actually going to be then.
Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're gonna be performing.
Performing.
Monica?
Yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also gonna let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you?
Well, I did. You really think it's that bad of an idea?
Well, not a bad idea. I didn't sign up for this. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of
I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys,
No, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask someone to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kinda overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But, I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun.
That's right. And if it's those reasons that we're all in this club today, don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them and find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if that's all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get over it.
Hooray!
Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces.
Guess I don't really have a choice.
That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri.
Club is seriously gonna be the death.
Oh gosh.
Sounds like something you'd actually
You'll
say.
be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event.
You think
I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No, wait!
Monica! This is too sudden.
Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem.
Such a manly grunt.
And I'm ready.
Her clear, confident voice fills the room. Oh, joyous day. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life.
Just pile on the expectation.
Hell yeah. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a deep breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica.
Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori?
I'll go next.
Aw, you're inspired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances around at each of us.
Oh,
You can do it, Yuri.
clear back ears.
It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do any of this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens to Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if bewildered even by herself. Oh, there goes gravity. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were just so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing.
I just care.
Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Aww.
Okay. I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. There you giggled.
Sayori!
A lot harder than I thought. How'd you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. Or the best that way.
Yeah, see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery as Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew I could... It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
You did it!
Good job, Sayori!
Even Den liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that the other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours that were sort of gentle. That where a sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. That's... well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone.
The next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know.
Okay.
Now, who's next? Natsuki?
Don't make me go before Den. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Den lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it.
Autumn.
Suki!
It's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah. Go on.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me?
Because you're presenting?
Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Might as well jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting her poem, the sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs all the way back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. Better not make me do that again.
Well? Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of the other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. Well, it's just my friends. It's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Miss Suki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
That's just how it is, so.
Well, I guess in that case, you don't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised with what you're putting in all this effort in the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day.
I can't wait!
I can do this. I can do this.
Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club. And impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep!
Look at you two always going home together like that.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it? These guys, don't make such a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, then. You don't have to say it.
Well, whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori.
Sorry, I was spacing out.
Ah, no wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean...
Sayori fumbles with her words.
Let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here.
Choices.
Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri?
Huh? But... he's so beautiful and smart.
I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you.
You're so silly, then. Think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would serve it if she wanted it. So.
Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes.
Alright.
Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never ever gonna happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care about so much. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen at that time?
Who knows indeed? I foresee a poem. At least one.
At least one more poem. TGIF, am I right?
Oh my god. I wish.
TGIT.
TGIP.
It's not even TGIT. The correct
Thursday.
T.
I meant Tuesday.
Yep.
Yes. Philosophy. What?
Just imagine everyone going, and he doesn't actually know how to read.
Phil.
It's the label.
Philip. Did you look up anything Steel Series related on your phone?
Nope.
Do you guys have attached Gmail accounts?
Yes. Get all my notifications.
They get all our
Cannot get
notifications.
rid of it.
That's your problem.
I don't know how.
You're getting his personalized ads.
But she doesn't have my Google. I have hers.
That means you're logged into... She logged into your phone and you never logged out of it.
Look out of it.
I love that. I still have her stuff. I don't know why.
You must have hit OK to a box that says we can collect information on this device.
Probably.
Ah! It's so annoying. Like every calendar event I put down, he's like, "Oh hey, you got this thing today." I'm like, "What? Are you? How do you know?"
How would you but
By the way, it's your sister's birthday. But I didn't even know that.
Den's just like, I can read your...
That's right.
And I'm just like, that wasn't even in my mind.
That wasn't part of the contract.
And I too.
Oh my god. He's back and forth between Yuri and Yuri every
Lincoln. Like, both pleasure and climax.
I don't want you to do more than just walk home. Tiny.
Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too.
Were you practicing piano again?
Yeah.
Must have a lot of determination.
Seeing Monica play the piano fills you with determination.
Starting this club now and picking up piano.
Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help us out for the festival too.
I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great.
What? Huh? Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki?
Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. The whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious foods.
You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden.
Monica, do they usually have fried squid?
Kid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to.
Sounds delicious.
Well, come on. Saying you don't like squid? You, of all people?
Huh? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people?
Cuz. It's right in your name. Monica.
Huh? That's not how you say my name at all.
Yeah.
Also, that joke makes no sense in translation.
So it'd be like,
Never mind.
I don't know what I'm supposed to
Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay?
Fine.
Pretty sure Mommy.
Hey, hey, Monica.
Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or
Hey,
Sigrid's
hey,
anyway.
Squid. Hey.
Do you know that song?
No. If it's Beatles, then that would be fine. I don't think you can show me a song while streaming it. That will be.
It's by PewDiePie.
Oh, that's even worse.
We'll come for you. We'll track you down and delete your channel.
PewDiePie is not gonna copy strike me.
That's fine, but it's PewDiePie. Nobody wants that.
I fucking love
Great.
PewDiePie.
Now he's definitely gonna copy strike you.
Good. Oh, that's so bad.
Hey, buddy, Monica. That's basically the whole song.
That's so bad. Why would
I
anyone
freaking
listen
love
to
it.
that?
I am a fan of his raps against series.
I'm a fan of his delightful artiste songs of Bitch Lasagna
Bitch lasagna, yes.
and also Congratulations.
I love both of them.
More so Bitch Lasagna than anything. I think it is a masterpiece.
So tired of hearing subscribe to PewDiePie.
Sub to PewDiePie though.
Never.
I drive a bus full of kids.
No.
But did you sub to PewDiePie?
No.
You didn't do your part in
Yeah.
the T-Series war.
Good.
This is what happens.
At least you're gonna unsub to T-Series, right?
No, because I'm not sub to them to begin with.
That's a good thing.
All
It's
these
not-
YouTube stars, all these terrible YouTube stars.
Why? Okay. When was the last time you actually watched Pews?
Never.
Why don't you like him? Or why do you perceive you don't like him?
I'm pretty sure I saw a video at one point and I was just like, not my shtick. Same
When?
with Markiplier,
I can get Markiplier. Markiplier's
all of those.
kind of an acquired taste.
freaking-
But PewDiePie is completely different. He is like the most genuine human being on the entire freaking platform.
I've already tried.
I goddamn love PewDiePie. He'll make random videos where he's like, hey, Twitter fucking sucks, and you should read this philosophy book, and you will stop liking everything you own, and you're like going to go live in a barrel now. But
Barrel!
yeah,
I liked his indie game experiences, like his indie horror games. I really enjoyed watching them.
I like
really
that
sad he doesn't do it.
just the last 10 minutes of your stream is just be sub to PewDiePie. That's
fucking sub to
Oh,
Pewds!
sub to Pewds.
oh my god.
Let's get another tambourine.
2 out of 3 people suggest you sub to Pewds.
Pewds is gonna rate this stream big PP. This is new stuff. Huge PP.
Well, the channel owner says don't do it.
The channel owner invited people on here and
Natsuki says sub to PewDiePie. No, just kidding.
I also read this.
Did you?
Yeah.
Excuse me, don't sub to PewDiePie.
Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face.
Sub to PewDiePie. Eh?
Oh my god.
You're spacing
Stop
out again.
it.
Haha. Sorry. Don't mind me.
You've been minded.
You can go talk to everyone else.
Huh?
But first, sub to PewDiePie.
Is everything alright?
Stop it.
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things.
Please, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see?
Sayori shows me a big smile.
Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone.
I feel like I'm talking to myself. Why is she like the anime incarnation of me?
Aw.
Well, alright,
So sad. Don't
if you
that.
say so.
Bye.
I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been praying for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together.
Praying for the festival.
Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Oh, Lamau. I timidly approach Monica.
Please
who-
let this festival happen.
Please.
Don't let the COVID cancel.
Right.
I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk.
Don't worry about it.
Denton, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Well, maybe I'm just reading into this a little bit too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? Can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Denton. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask and see if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Oh no!
Hold on.
Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Denton. Good thing about me. How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Huh? She's been much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different than it always has been. You're so funny, Denton. Have you thought about maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because of how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet I can't hear from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her? And I'm letting this weigh me down so much? I can't read. Now it feels like I'm being the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. And there's a good place to stop.
This is a good place to stop with random dots.
This one?
Uh-huh.
Yes?
Yep. Alrighty.
Day 2.
I also can't wait till next time.
Speaking of next time.